What is up, everybody? Today's video is going to be a fun one. This is a pre-pressed, pre-drilled, uncut blank deck from Drifter Skateboards. Now, you can choose your wheelbase. I went with 14 1/4. That's what I usually like to ride, and that matches this Heroin Razor Egg 9 1/2. So I just really wanted to take this board and trace it and see how I liked these presses, see if the board holds up to the durability that I need it to, and then we'll go forward with kind of making our own shapes in the future. I've always wanted to get into making boards. I am a carpenter, and this is something that's been on my radar for a while, but before I went all in on getting a press and everything like that, I just wanted to go through the process and see how I liked it, see if I would enjoy it. I knew I would, but so I just did that, and we're just gonna trace that one and cut it. And as you can see here, I've got it pretty much roughed out at this point. So one thing I did learn in this process is it's good to kind of cut heavy on your marks instead of cutting straight and tight to them and then coming back and shaping down to it later, because it's pretty hard to get a totally straight cut line, especially this is an egg shape, so it's not like a totally straight wall down the side. It has a tapered radius, so to say, throughout the entirety of the board. So I just did that and then took the sander to it with some 80 grit to really rough out the shape, try and get out the waves and imperfections. And it turned out pretty good. I was going to do a round over on it, but I just wanted to experiment with just keeping it regular sidewalled, just with a slight round over just from the sanding process. So then after that I took, this is image transfer, so you just take an inkjet printer and you print out your image on it and you can put it onto anything you want, basically. So wood, anything like that. I've done this for art projects in the past, but never for this application here. So it kind of went pretty good. It didn't really show the image the way I wanted to, so then I tried to double do it, and you can see here that did not work. Then I decided, I'll just freehand some art stuff on it. I hated it. It was terrible. So I tried again after it dried off, and then went back, and we're going to use the wheel this time to kind of get a more consistent press. And that's, sure, why not? Exactly. So we're just going to go with that. It's probably going to get scratched up anyway. And then, yeah, we're just going to hit it with a little bit of sandpaper, clear coat it, wait till it dries, do it again, repeat the process. This is it when it's pretty much done. I'm pretty excited to just get out and skate it at this point. So that's what I do, throw it together, and take a look at that. She looks pretty good, I'd say. Looks like you could skate it. So that's what we're going to do. The rest of this video is me just getting some clips on it, and I'll probably just put that part to some music and shut up. So enjoy. So this is coming up on the end of the second session on this board. I was getting really tired. It was a hot day today, but I started trying to flip it here. Not much of a flip trigger, but this board was definitely significantly harder to flip. I started getting some really soggy ones, and then they just started rocketing like rocket, and just really bad. Finally got a good flip, couldn't get it under me, and then just fell away. Started trying to do tray flips because I'm definitely better with those, and just continued to drag the tail, and it was definitely frustrating coming from an 8.6 up to a 9 1/2 again. Trying to do flip tricks was definitely challenging, but by the time we got to this was the third session. I definitely was starting to feel it. I do feel like there's a time and a place for this board. Shout out to the homie Enan sneaking a clip in there. And yeah, it definitely is fun to ride a board this big, and I will continue to ride a board that big for mostly stuff like this, the riding the curbs, And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.